Most narcissistic relationships do not begin with pain. They begin with seduction, attention, intensity, the feeling that someone finally sees you in a way no one else ever has. And that is exactly why they are so dangerous. You are not trapped by the cruelty first. You are trapped by the illusion. A narcissistic relationship is not just a difficult relationship. It is a pattern where control matters more than connection. Image matters more than truth. And your emotional reality slowly gets replaced by theirs. At first, it feels like chemistry. Later, it feels like confusion. And eventually, it feels like survival. The first sign is intensity without real depth. Everything moves fast. The attention feels powerful. You feel chosen, wanted, even idealized. But the bond is not built on who you truly are. It is built on how well you fit their needs, their ego, and their fantasy. The second sign is that your emotions become a problem. The moment you bring up hurt, disappointment, or confusion, the focus turns back on you. You are too sensitive, too dramatic, too needy. Instead of your feelings being understood, they are minimized, reframed, or used against you. Over time, you stop asking what you feel and start asking how to speak without triggering them. The third sign is that boundaries are punished. In a healthy relationship, someone may not like your boundary, but they can still respect it. In a narcissistic pattern, boundaries often trigger coldness, guilt, anger, or withdrawal. Why? Because boundaries reduce access. And when someone feels entitled to your attention, your time, or your emotional energy, a boundary feels like rejection. The fourth sign is that reality becomes unstable. Conversations get rewritten. Promises become misunderstandings. You bring up something specific, and somehow the discussion ends with you defending your tone, your memory, or your character. This is one of the most dangerous parts of the pattern, because once you stop trusting your own perception, control becomes easy. The fifth sign is hidden control. Not always shouting, not always obvious dominance. Sometimes it looks like silence, selective affection, comparison, guilt, triangulation. Suddenly you are working harder for warmth, approval, and peace than you ever should have to. The sixth sign is that you slowly disappear. You explain less, laugh less, share less, doubt yourself more. You become more anxious, more careful, more dependent on their mood. And one of the clearest ways to judge a relationship is this: who are you becoming inside it? The seventh sign is the cycle. This is why so many people stay, because it is not bad all the time. If it were, leaving would be easier. What keeps people trapped is the pattern of pain, relief, hope, and reward. One moment you are hurt. The next moment, they are warm again. Your brain starts chasing the return of the good version, and that changes everything. Psychology helps explain why. Research on intermittent reinforcement shows that unpredictable rewards can create stronger attachment than consistent ones. Research on cognitive dissonance shows that when what you experience and what you are told do not match, your mind feels pressure to resolve the contradiction. And research on narcissistic traits consistently links them to low empathy, unstable relationships, and manipulative behavior. So how do you protect yourself? First, stop judging the relationship by isolated moments. Judge it by repeated patterns. Anyone can have a bad day. A pattern is what reveals the truth. Second, replace emotional arguments with clear observations. Instead of saying, "You never care about my feelings," say, "When I raise a problem, the conversation turns into criticism of me." Clarity is harder to distort. Third, write things down, not to obsess, to stay anchored. Confusion grows in fog. Reality gets stronger when you record it. Fourth, rebuild outside perspective. Talk to one grounded person you trust. If needed, talk to a therapist. Isolation makes distortion stronger. Outside reality breaks the spell. Fifth, make your boundaries behavioral. Do not just explain what hurts you. Decide what you will do if the pattern continues. And ask yourself one final question. Am I fighting for a healthy relationship, or am I fighting for moments of relief inside an unhealthy pattern? Because love is not supposed to erase you. It is not supposed to make honesty feel dangerous, and it is not supposed to make your mind feel like a courtroom. If this felt uncomfortably familiar, do not ignore that. Awareness is not weakness. It is the beginning of freedom. Protect your mind. This is the human cipher.